Hello, Robert Randall with a K. Today, this is a neat one. I saw this one. I probably got this to add to the pile of stuff to fix. Well, I don't know, several years ago. A really, really neat. Like, this is a common K body style. You see this made. I bet they made this for 25, 30 years, maybe, this body style, but there's tons of variation. Anyone that's familiar with K over the years knows that, you know, a body from one decade to another can be totally different depths, sizes. The necks are all way different. What they make them out of, how they make them, changes enormously over the history of K. And this is another unique one. I was particularly enchanted when I saw this with, it has the headstock that they would use on Oahu instruments. And this really cool logo. I'll put the logo up. That's a logo that I don't know if I've seen before. And I just love the dirty, weird old mahogany look that this had. Of course, the top, back, and sides are all sort of mahogany plywood. Pressed, well, not pressed because it's a flat top, but pressed when they're laminating it, certainly. Yeah, it's made of plywood, but it's that good K plywood. And K sort of pioneered the use of laminate materials, so that's, you know, par for the course on this up to standard here. But this one has a particularly deep body. I don't know what size these end up being. They're not quite as big as a Dreadnought, but I'd say bigger than a 000. More in that 000 sort of size family, if you're, you know, if you can only wrap your head around Martin guitars. Big poplar neck, no truss rod in this at this point for K, but a really, really round, big poplar neck. Not a wide nut. I'm not sure what the nut is offhand, but I'll put it up, what the dimensions of this nut are. And so I think it's actually a pretty comfortable instrument. Now, if you're using a capo, it's one of those guitars that you're going to, you know, you have to really open up the capo to use it, but you can use the capo pretty comfortably, I'd say up to the 6th fret or so. And if you're going past the 6th fret, it's like, you know, just learn some more chords. Hey, Tootie. And what have I done to this guitar? I did a neck reset on this guitar, new frets. When I got it, someone had messed with it once. I think the neck had been off once. There was a really strange riser that they had put under the fretboard, and so I put in the proper sort of thing, which is a tapered wedge under there to you know, make all the geometry good. This bridge was way over thick, so and pretty messily made, so I cleaned it up and slotted a new slot for a nice bone saddle here. I opted not to take like the back off this guitar because it was still really solidly together. Hey Tootie. And it's made of plywood, so it's like I didn't want to mess around with heating up this old plywood and possibly delaminating it just to mess around in there for no good reason. So it's as it came out of the factory inside, which is ladder braces, a very room-filling guitar. Warm, but in the way that ladder brace guitars get warm, you know, it's just a different EQ of the guitar spectrum. I think these ladder brace guitars, and this one's really good. This cat. It has new Kluson tuners because those are really easy to replace. You know, the new Kluson tuners fit exactly with old Kluson tuners, and the old ones were just shot from years of being in this hole without the proper grommets. They often didn't put grommets in these old Ks. And what happens as time goes on is all the geometry of the tuner starts to get off and the gears shred and they stop performing well. And so replace these and they work a million times better. It's a much more pleasant experience tuning this guitar. Beyond that, you know, I made it playable, made the action good, and I'm just sort of letting this one be what it is, which is a cool old K. The other thing that struck me when I got this is it has this wonderful original cardboard case from the period. I think this is probably a 50s K, and so it has this 50s case, and has a bewitching smell that I call like Grandma and Grandpa's game closet sort of smell. It smells like old poker chips in a cardboard box, which is wonderful. Original celluloid handle here. That's also this lovely color of brown. Really great cardboard case. Yeah, that's the deal. Just a neat old K. And like I said, like you see this body style a lot. I've never seen this equivalent combination of all these things, though, of the all mahogany plywood body and this cool headstock with the cool decal logo here. Great sounding guitar. And with the price of this thing and all the work I did to it, I think it is a heck of a deal, because a ton of what would be really expensive. If you wanted one of these guitars, you bought a random one and took it to a luthier, you'd be in, I'm sure, well over $1,200 just in the work, not counting the guitar. And this one is a deal. So check it out. If you're into this sort of thing, snag it, because it's a good one.